With the Genshin player base growing daily, the player count is ever increasing. New and returning players alike experience the pain of the daily grind. This is why in this video, I will be going over some tips and tricks that I picked up on while playing and wish I knew when I started Genshin, to hopefully help you save time and make the grind more bearable. I've also added timestamps to the description so you can skip to the part you want to watch, and remember to watch to the end for some bonus tips. Without further ado, let's begin. Firstly, in order to get a piece of that free-to-play luck, you would want to go below and join the .something% of the people that subscribe to me, and go comment whatever you like in the comment section below, and afterwards you should be able to get some of that sweet free-to-play luck. The first thing I would like to talk about is the official daily check-in website. In my last video covering ways to earn Primogems fast, which you should totally watch after this, quite a few of you mentioned that you didn't know about it or couldn't access it because you played on consoles. Simply go to the official Genshin Impact daily login website, and for the first time you check in you will receive 100 Primogems and 10,000 Mora, and afterwards for every few days you check in that month, you can get 20 Primogems, for a total of 60 bonus Primogems a month. These rewards can then be claimed through the in-game mail. Although 60 extra Primogems a month may not sound like a lot, it usually takes less than a minute to check in, so I just had to put it on the list. Additionally, you can also access this website through your phone even if you mainly play on other devices, so I would highly recommend everyone to do this if they have access to a smartphone or a tablet. The next thing that some people still don't know about are the domain trials. These domains are scattered across the map and provide Primogems when you clear them. They are non-repeatable and give 40 or more Primogems and adventurer experience, along with a Shrine of Depth key which can be used to unlock a Shrine of Depth for and additional 40 Primogems upon completion. There are currently 12 of these domains in the game, with the Hidden Palace of Gizong formula containing 2 separate domain trials, meaning that if you complete all 13 of the trials and unlock all the Shrine of Depths, you can receive up to 1040 Primogems. Combined with the fact that these domains are short and often require little to no time and effort to complete, especially if you are at the later stages of the game, as you can see from the clip just now, I gained 90-something Primogems in just a few minutes clearing the domain and snagging some chests. I highly recommend players to go to them if they still haven't yet. A thing I wish I knew about when I started and highly recommend you all use is the Genshin Impact interactive map. This website allows you to track which items you have collected, as well as where the items you want to obtain are. This ranges from regular collectibles and puzzles such as chests, oculi, sealies from the 3 main playable areas, to limited event collectibles and puzzles such as the Echoing Conches, Cloud Leisure Steps and many more. The map also has a forum where people post pictures of where they found the collectibles as well as discuss with one another to make it easier for you if you can't find the collectible even after reaching the location marked on the map. Additionally, the map also shows you where specific enemies, ascension materials and talent level up materials can be found, as well as letting you know what character requires which sets of materials to progress. I highly recommend you to go check this website out if you're struggling to find that one collectible you just can't seem to find, or if you just want to get enough materials to ascend your character. Now, one thing I learned while playing Genshin Impact is that whenever you see something, whether that be a chest, a collectible or a puzzle, you should always go over there and complete it, even if that means you need to take a detour. Otherwise, more often than not you would forget about it, and be left clueless when you need that last chest for 100% completion. Additionally, there are some places in Teyvat which have large amounts of resources that respawn on a daily basis that can really help if you're looking to get your hands on some resources. These places are often hidden away and are easily missed if you're only looking for them on the map. To save time spent trying to re-find these places, you could use markers to mark the locations on the map to help remind you where these places are in case you forget. You can also use these markers to mark places where specific enemies and ascension materials spawn in addition to any place you feel like marking down. Also remember to mark down the ones you have already found onto your Genshin Impact interactive map so you don't have to go around later trying to find the one chest you missed. When I started playing Genshin, I rarely complete my Ascension domain when they became available, simply due to the fact that I was lazy. However, I would highly recommend you to go and complete your Ascension domains as soon as they are available, especially if you're at a lower level. Not only because you get 100 or so Primogems and a few wishes every time, it's also because as your world level increases, the enemies in your world will also increase in levels, and when your enemies level up they drop more and better loot when killed. This dramatically decreases your time spent farming and saves you a lot of time in the long run when you're farming for specific Ascension materials. Moreover, when you reach Adventurer rank 50, you will be able to enter our 50 artifact domains which guarantee a 5-star artifact every time you complete them, in addition to be able to challenge our 50 material domains that give you a chance at getting the golden Ascension materials in addition to increased chances for the other 2 tiers of materials. Some of you might be hesitant to complete your Ascension domain in fear that you will not be able to defeat the new higher level enemies and bosses. However, you should not be worried as most of the enemies in Tivat are a few levels lower than that of those in the Ascension domain, and if you can complete the Ascension domain you can most likely defeat the enemies in free roam. And if you really can't defeat the enemies, you can always go and manually lower your world level. If you're ever in a rush to use up all your resin but cannot craft it into condensed resin, either because you already have 5 in your inventory or do not have enough Cistrafli crystals, you can always go to the local blacksmith and craft them into weapon upgrade crystals for 6 crystal per 10 resin and 3 magical crystal chunks. Although this may not be the best way to use your resin, it still give you the full adventurer's experience as well as character exp as you would normally do if you're using it for a domain, and it's better to use that resin to get some adventurer's experience than to just let it sit maxed out. If you are ever out of magical or normal crystal chunks, you can always go to the blacksmiths and ask them for locations of crystal chunks. They usually give 3 to 4 locations, with each of these locations each having 1 to 4 pieces of magic crystal chunks and a few pieces of normal ones. If you're looking to save time and finish your domain grinds faster, you can combine your resin into condensed resin at the alchemy table. This allows you to receive double of what you normally do per domain if you use it at the end of the domain. This still gives you the normal amount of adventures experience as you normally would have had if you'd done the domains with regular resin, effectively shortening the time taken by half. However, just keep in mind that you cannot use condensed resin to claim rewards from world and weekly bosses. Another thing to remember is when you're done claiming your domain rewards, if you intend to keep playing the domain, don't quit right away. Instead, wait for the host to restart the domain so you can save everyone's time. Keep an eye out for these limited time and web-based events as they usually give large amounts of Primogems and usually only take around 5 to 10 minutes to complete one day's worth of task. These usually can be done super fast and are quite fun to do, as long as you're not as dumb as me. Lastly, keep your eyes out for Primogems redemption codes. These codes are usually posted on Genshin Impact promotional materials and give up to a couple hundred of Primogems when redeemed. You can also find these using Genshin Impact live streams, so keep an eye out for them. These codes often expire in a day, so I advise you to go and use them as soon as you find them. And even if you really don't have enough Primogems even after doing everything in this video, I recommend you go watch my other video where I go over 13 ways that I've found are the fastest and easiest ways to get more Primogems fast. Hope this video has helped. Please like, subscribe and comment cheese below in the comment section if you have watched to the end. Thanks for watching and bye.